I'm going to tell you about the mother and baby area. We need to keep the babies away from the male hippos because the male hippos will crush the baby hippos. So we need to separate them so you don't get hurt. So they don't get hurt. Once the baby hippos grow into teens or adults, they will go into the larger area.
The mud pit is where the baby hippos play and roll around and relax. The sand pit is where they like to get rolling in it, and when they go in the water, they get cleaned and they bathed. Sometimes all the time, the baby hippos get born in water, above or underground. They have a food area that they bump and then food comes out. They have rubber balls, they have toys, they have a swinging food balls, and the sand after they go in the water sticks to them. And a lot of times the the mother and the baby hippos play together.
I'm going to tell you a little about the mud pit, sand pit, and a little about the water hole. In the mud pit, they like to relax in the mud pit, and then they would like to roll off in the sand and relax in there. They love swimming, and there is fish in there that like to clean them. There's an underwater viewing bubble for them, for the visitors to look at them. There's pyrofish that will clean the hippos, and then they like to play on the rocks.
Okay, so I am going to be telling you about what the ball is, like why the hippos play with the toy. It's so okay. The rubber ball. Okay, so the ball is one of the hippo's favorite toys. They love to push it around with their heads. When they're bored, it's a source of entertainment that they love to do. Hi guys, I'm going to talk about the resting area. They like to walk on it and rest on it. They like it because the bottom it has dead grass on it, and they rub against it on the ground. They like it's sturdy, and there's like rocks against it, and they rub their backs against it. And I'm gonna talk about the vet area too. The vet area is where when they get sick and when they have a big sunburn. And this is the bubble where the visitors can see them. There's machines where they can get food and throw it to the hippos. This is where it leads to the underground bubbles right here in the water. And this is to the other habitats of the zoo.
This is the food area. If the hippos bump into these little bubbles here, the food will come out of a pipe and go into a little bowl for them to eat. I'm going to talk also a little about the toy barn. The hippos like to come in here and play with all the toys so they can entertain themselves.
Hi guys, I'm going to talk about the forest and the seesaw. The seesaw is where they jump on and they rock back and forth. And it's very sturdy. It can hold over 4,000 pounds. The forest is where they like to chill out and they like to hunt for bugs or birds. They like the shady trees, and they like to roll around. Hi, I am going to be showing you what the treat ball does, like why it helps the hippos for their entertainment, and yeah. So the treat ball, it they like to butt it around with their heads, and if they do it enough, some treats fall out, and they like to eat. And those treats, they're like
kind of like a once in a while like early snack. Like whenever they really want, they people have to like refill it once all the treats come out. So it's like kind of like a really source of play and food and stuff. Okay.
So I'm going to talk about the barbelfish and the tire push through. The fish are there's a barbelfish, there's a pyrofish, there's and there's others. And the tire through is when they push it through and it makes a weird noise. These are fish that helps them pick off like dirt or dry mud, and they like to play with rubber balls, black balls. And this is a private place where the workers go through and make the food, and then when they hear a bell, and then it comes through and pops out.
Talk to you a little about the water slide and fake rocks. So the water slide, the hippos like to climb up and go down the water slide and splash into the fun pool. That's usually what they would do on a daily basis. The hippos like to go on the fake rocks and relax and maybe take a nap on them. They usually would maybe jump off of the rocks and relax for a little.
Hey, today, well, it's the same day, but we will be talking about the hippo habitat, and this is the spinning food balls, where where the it's kind of like the treat ball I talked about already, but the spinning food ball is like kind of like the same thing. So the workers, actually no, not the workers, sorry, the hippos, they they find the button, they push the button, and the all the like there strings, they're kind of like hinges right there that like spin the top off around, but all these swing around and some treats and like food come out. So that so like the hippos get like that's it like kind of spreads out around the area, so they kind of find it once in a while. So that's how they get their food. It's kind of like the treat ball. Thank you.